Taoist Magic Talk Show brought to you by Taoist Master จี师傅 and Teen Dragon Taoism ผู้เรียงเทนจวน Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. This is your Sifu again. Today I want to do a little bit of announcement before I start the show, which is our list here shows that we're on episode 87 already. So I plan to stop this list on episode 88. And I'm going to make a new playlist because I got a new plan. It's going to be the similar kind of show, but I'm just kind of like, because, I have two or more YouTube account, right? There's a big account called Chi in Nature, which is my main account in the past. And now I'm trying to grow this one, which is Teen Dragon. So my plan is to have the new talk show published the same way like this, so you guys won't have any changes. If you're listening through our Spotify's or YouTube or speakers, you're going to be having the same thing as long as you keep coming back. But I'm also going to make a video version. So if you want to see my face and like how am I, actually recording the show every day, and then you can watch the version I will upload to Chi Nature's YouTube channel. That will be kind of interesting because you can see me, right? Some expression on the face. If you just happen to want to see that side of me, you can go there. And maybe it will be like, here I have background music. There may be no background music, more natural sound. So I'll figure out, how it will be by then. But the point is, I want to grow that channel as well and, bring people to the attention that I'm still alive. So, yeah. Anyway, enough said. Let's get going today. So, I want to talk about how Taoists, like if you ordain into our lineage today, how should you be learning as newbie? So, bringing up the Tai Chi, the Yum Yang, right? That theory that we talked about in the previous episode. Okay, so you have to remember two things that I'm going to talk about, and you won't go wrong. One is you look at that Tai Chi diagram, right? And secondly is stay focused. So what do I mean by not staying focused? Okay, let's talk about the diagram first, okay? We have two parties. We call that the black and white party, right? The white is the positive, the black is the negative. It's not the black is bad, okay? It's negative, right? So white party represent the light, the giver, and the black is the taker, the receiver, and it represents you, the learner, okay? But it's not like you're black, then you're always black. Sometimes you go black and white. How does that work? So I talk to you, I'm talking right now, right? I'm white, I'm talking, I'm outputting, I'm giving you stuff. So when I am white, you got to be the opposite. You got to be black, so you listen. When I'm done talking, it's your turn. You got to be talking, right? And then I'm listening to you. When I'm done, then we, take turn. That will create a non-stop healthy and happy relationship. Imagine you and your boss talking, right? While he is talking, you say, no, and then you jam in and bounce him back. He won't like you, right? Or if you're talking and expressing yourself to the boss and telling him your opinion, and then he just keep jamming you up, you won't like it either, right? So same thing here in the lineage. When you are a newbie, you need to embrace to this rule and know how to be a disciple. Now, you might think, oh, so you're talking, then I don't talk, and then when you're done, I talk. That sounds simple, right? But actually, you know what? A lot of people fail that. What happened is I talk, right? I teach them, and then they will say, thanks. And then they don't say anything else, and they just silence. And then eventually they will like find other things to read or something like that, and they're on their own. And that is a broken cycle. So what do I mean by staying focused? Now, focus is another thing, staying aligned and focused, right? So if I am talking to you about something, I am usually guiding and leading you to a path. For example, I'm teaching you, okay, you just came in, so I taught you, like I'm saying, oh, this is how you do the greetings here. So every day in the morning and at night, people come into the Line chat room and greet and sign in, sign off, and things like that. And that's how you do it. I'm done. Okay, so it's your turn, right? Oh, thanks for teaching. I hate that. When people always answer me this, thanks for your teaching, or noted, I really hate it. You know why? It leaves me in dead air. You know, you're like, yeah, thanks. Nothing else? You're like, that's it? Really? When you are the party that stops the conversation, right? Like you say, thanks. And, you know, that's like period. That's the end, right? When you're the one that stopped the conversation, you're the one who is telling the other side, I want to end it with you here. I am done. That's it? No more? When I was a disciple of like my masters in the past with other sects, I kept it going. I like, okay, the teacher teach me something, right? I return back showing them what I've learned, and I make sure I continue. I will say, but what about, and then they have something to say. And then I go from there and I go to the next topic and I keep linking it back and bouncing back the ball, you know, like that. And that keeps the master very happy because it means that you want to learn. Now, there are people who also want to learn, but they just don't know how to learn. For example, there's a disciple. Okay, let's say continue. I was talking about greeting, right? The disciples say, thanks. I understand. Okay, that's bad. But what's even worse is, okay, and then he went to read other things. Like, for example, he will dig up the blog post, the podcast, my old videos, and whatever things out there that I posted before. He go around and dig into things randomly, like whatever he thinks he should be learning, he will just go for that, right? It's not a bad thing. I mean, like you want to learn, so that's why you go around, right? But the thing is, you kept me in dead air first, and then you went to search around. So am I actually guiding you? No, I'm not guiding you anymore. You're guiding yourself. You're not wanting my guidance. You see, that's the problem, right? If you want my guidance, what should you be doing? Even you don't know what to say. You're like, thanks, and then you don't know what to say next, right? Then you're like, yeah, thanks. I understand. So what do I do next? And I will tell you, right? And then you go do that, and then you come back with something else. Remember to stay focused, stay aligned, which is like keep that same topic going or lead from the same topic to the next. For example, if I'm a disciple, right? I learn about how to greet. So I will ask the question back as a feedback. Yeah, you can say thanks, right? And then after that, what do? You say, but how come the greeting is in this format? Be curious, right? Why is it in this format? Is there any other ways to greet? What about greeting other people who are not in our lineage? Is there anything else I can read about the greeting things? You know, is there any hidden wisdom inside? You know, be curious. Ask question. People don't know how to ask question, will not know how to learn. That's the thing. I have seen a lot of disciples, newbies especially, they're like that. They stay quiet, sit at the back row. I mean, after a few months, I only see them a few times. And they come up and kind of show up. Sometimes I wonder, are they actually still here? Right? And I almost want to delete them from the chat room because they don't show up much. And actually, you know what? They are learning at the back. And I'm like, wow, you're learning? You're still alive? I don't know. Are you learning from me? Definitely not. You get ordained. Come on, people. I have a paywall set up to defend the lineage. That's why ordaining is not cheap, right? So you paid a big amount of money to get ordained. I'm offering you the teachings, and you're not taking it. You're trying to learn like you have not ordained, self-serve, right? Is that crazy? Is that stupid? Yeah, it's of course stupid. So learn to learn, right? Be proactive and be smart, staying focused. Link one topic to another. It will lead to many potentials open up to you. There's also one thing that I have this thing about making content for the outsiders versus making content for the disciples who are inside the lineage. Things I showed, like I made for the disciples, they're often put on private or Unlist, so you can search it, right? Because there are things that I can say out there, like here, and there are things that I don't want to tell people or don't want to say outside because it might create some, not so good image or maybe not so good, like some kind of conflict or something like that. When you're on the TV, right, public, you have things that you avoid saying, and there are things that you could say when you're like with your families and friends. So when you're ordained, you're like in the same family, I will be more open to you and I have my way to teach you. So yeah, don't go around looking at my public, those stuff when you're ordained and think that, that's where I'm going to learn. No, definitely not. Okay. Even if I have to point you to materials out there that I've made, I will find what is appropriate or suitable for you at that moment and show you that stuff and then tell you that stuff. And you know what? After you watch or read, you can always come back and continue the conversation, right? So I point you to like this, for example, I point you to this ebook about divination that I've been talking about in the past. And you read the divination stuff and you're like, wow, very interesting. Next day, remember to come back and tell me about what you have read. Right? Oh, I read like the first 4 chapters. They talk about this. I'm kind of curious about how can I apply this one? And then you start a topic, I will teach you more. Right? And often when I teach you directly, you learn like in 1 hour of talking, you learn over the amount that I can put in the whole book. Yeah, it's really like I got a disciple that I talked to yesterday, one of the more senior ones. And he was like, wow, holy crap. It was 1 hour of talking on the phone. He learned so much. It's like he's like totally jaw dropping. Yeah, because when I'm teaching you directly, I have a lot of stuff to pass on to you in a short time. And I got a lot of stuff, and I cannot put all of them on the books. It's so hard because people reading the books or watching the video, they might be a first-time viewer. So I cannot make it too complicated and then give out so many deep information all the time. Up to this point, I always have to say sometimes I try to be simple, but people still think I'm kind of too complicated. So I have to even further more simplify my stuff for the outsiders because everybody who come into the show might be the first time, second time, here. And I got to make it so simple. But if you're in our lineage, you have some background from my teachings and whatever background you got, right? I got to customize the teachings that is right for you and build on top of where you were. And that will bring you much further. A lot of cool stuff to teach you, right? Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Wow. A lot of people really don't know how to learn these days because they are shy. They are people don't want to speak up. They want to be quiet. They're shy because they feel I don't want to bother people. This word bother, it sounds like so normal, right? Just, learn on your own. Read the textbook. Don't bother them. Are you actually bothering me? No. To me, I find that disciple asking me question is actually entertaining for me. Why is that entertaining? Because it makes it's like doctors, right? If doctors are working in the hospital, and if there's no patient, that is there's no point for the doctor to be there. So I'm the master, right? I'm supposed to be there teaching, but if the disciples are not there to learn, what's the point of me being a master, right? You see, you make me become more meaningful. You fulfill my life because you're giving me things to do, and that's what I'm doing, and that's why I'm here, and that's why you're ordained, right? You don't ordain to buy a membership. A lot of Western people, like especially I saw a website, they promote this like Coco initiation into the Tao, and it was like totally a scam. It's like you join their club, and then you get connected to like their forum or something or newsletter, and then you just get a cert, and that's basically like a scam. It's like a membership, and for nothing, just you got to read their newsletter. Wow, cool. I mean, like that's not even the real learning experience. You're not getting any relationship built like that, and it's like so funny because people actually fall for that because it's cheap, right? It's cheap. So yeah, I want to be a Taoist. Let me try. It's cheap. Let me try it. You're not being any Taoist. You're just wasting your money and time. That's not how it is, right? And if you are learning under me, I have to tell you, I got the senior disciples who learn from me for like quite a few years already, and up to today, I can still like ask them, "Do you understand this theory?" And they're like when I ask and they try to explain it back, they cannot do it. Why is it like that? Is the theory so hard? Well, no, it's not hard. It just takes experience, and you need a master to kind of like open your wisdom up as you talk. So if you think learning Taoism can be done from books, no. Okay, you need a master. The master's job is to pass on the stuff and guide you. What is guiding? You walk to this point, I say turn left, and then you turn left. You walk to there, and I say go straight. You go straight, and I say turn right. You turn right. Right? That's guiding. You need to ask for guidance. The master's job is to guide you to walk the right way. So you're not going to like go to my YouTube channel and then like keep watching every video there and think you're doing good because you're not getting any guidance. You're not following your master. Follow. What does that mean? The master needs to say, walk here first, and then you walk. And when you're done, you ask, where do I walk next? The master gives you the next step, right? That's how it is. That's how you learn. That's why you're having a master to guide you. This is what guidance is about. And if there's nothing to read, nothing to learn, I mean like nothing for you to like go read, watch, listen, right? I'll be talking. I'll be teaching you something live. For example, you want to learn about this thing and I haven't made a blog post, video, whatever about it, I will teach you. Like up front, stir up a Zoom call or something, right? And you get like real teachings right away. You will have what you want as long as you open your mouth, right? But wrong mindset really kills a disciple because they don't look for guidance. They're always like going on their own, trying to like, brew up their own schedule of learning, trying to like, oh, I want to learn at my own pace, and then I'm going to like decide what I'm going to learn next. That's wrong. And that is a very toxic Western mindset because they think that I am going to adjust the learning pace myself. If you want to learn Taoism or learn anything right, and if you have a good like teacher or master teaching you, you're going to understand you cannot be like that. Let the pro handle the job. The teacher's job is to teach you and guide you. Your job is to learn and follow. So simple, right? Stop being the teacher. You don't manage your own learning. You ask the teacher how to learn and let them manage you. So if you have issue, they give you the guidance and it doesn't work out, you give feedback. Tell them, I am trying to learn, but this is like kind of exhausting because I don't have time for this one. And, I'm doing this and then I've got to go out and then so on. The master will think of what to do and tell you to try. So you try and then tell him, does it work or not? Do you need any more help and so on? That's how the relationship grows and that's how you learn, okay? So if you're ordaining into our lineage and you want to learn well, remember that Tai Chi cycle and remember to stay focused, aligned, and be a proactive learner and ask me for guidance. Don't walk by yourself. You got me here holding your hands, bringing you around. Okay. So we'll see you in the next episode. And again, remember, next one, episode 88, is our last one for this playlist. And then you can also check out Chi Nature's channel because we'll be posting the video version of the podcast from then on the new playlist on that channel. We'll see you by then. Bye-bye.